It's spinning. There you go. You're live.
Thank you.
Is this thing on? Testing, testing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first annual Teach the World So Day event in Nashville. If you didn't know, this is an event that is happening across the world in 13 countries and 5 continents. It's kind of a big deal. So our goal has been met to teach more people how to sew in one day than ever before. I'm Richard Vollmer. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at SVP Worldwide. And if you didn't know, SVP Worldwide brings machines to market from Singer, Husqvarna Viking, as well as Sequoia. And we distribute those machines across the world. What's important to us about today is it is directly aligned to our purpose. And our purpose, what we're committed to, is creating, elevating, and celebrating soloists across the world. Today is heavily focused on creating, obviously. So we're so excited to bring new soloists into a lifelong journey. And we feel that it will be a lifelong journey. And more often than not, it's a craft, it's an art form, it's something that you do that you learned from your mom or your grandmother or your aunt, or in a lot of instances, even from your father. I've heard stories just like that. I want to thank all of you for joining us today. I want to definitely shout out to Harley and our education crew. They will be your Sherpas and your guides as you learn today. And I hope you all have fun. Thank you so much for coming.
Right, who's ready to sew? Again, I'm Carly, an educator here at Singer. Today, I'm going to be joined by my lovely assistants, Sonny, Victoria, Becky, Kayla, Emily, Ashley, Kim, Jessica. Before we get started, what we're sewing. Actually, who here has never used a sewing machine before? Who's completely brand new? Awesome. Love to see it. Some newbies today. Well, throughout class, if your machine's come unthreaded, your bobbin's doing anything weird, you're just not sure what's happening, I want you to raise your hand. If something weird is happening, do not keep pressing on your foot pedal. Don't make it worse than it is. Just raise your hand and we'll be around to help all throughout class. So first, how this is going to work, I'm going to go over all the parts of the machine and I'll show you what you're going to be looking for today. We're going to do some practice on some practice paper today, and then we're going to get going on those bags step by step. And today we have a special deal. All of these machines in front of you are 30% off, and that's a deal you don't want to miss. So if you're looking to get a machine today, it's the day. And we have some special colors here. We have the black 4432, the gray 4452, the new rose water pink, as well as the meltwater blue and the funky retro rainbow prisma. So again, you can buy these machines around the corner when you exit today. You can get one of these very ones in front of you and pick it up later today after all the sessions, or you can have one shipped to your house for free. So you can check out, and this deal is only today around the corner. So enjoy these machines, try them out, and you might just leave with a machine. And we're also doing some special giveaways today. Our friends from Smart Art are here. And everyone got a raffle ticket when they arrived. You're going to be getting one lucky winner will be getting a $100 gift card to Smart Art. So, hey, maybe you'll get a machine. Go get some supplies as well. And we're also going to be raffling off one of these black heavy-duty machines too. So stick around at the end for us to pick winners. You might just be leaving with one of those machines as well. So to kind of dive into the parts of the machine first, and I'm just going to go over it, and I'm going to do a little demo first. Don't sew until I give you the go ahead. I'm going to actually switch over to my camera here to go over all the parts of the machine. So on the side of your machine, I want you to find this lever here, this dial. This is called your manual hand wheel. You notice it manually moves your needle up and down. And when you turn this, I want you to make sure you always turn this in the direction towards yourself. You can obviously go up and down, but remember to always turn it around in the direction towards yourself. Now on the top of your machine, there's a few things you don't really need to worry about today, but this is our bobbin winding spindle. And I want to mention your bobbins are already threaded and inserted today. Your machines are already threaded. We kind of played around with that with the time today. But if you are brand new and you want to learn how to wind and insert a bobbin or to properly thread your needle, we did create some YouTube videos specifically for today's event that you can check out after this class. And this is your bobbin winding disc. A tension disc, we won't need to mess with that today as well. This is our width selection. Now today, because we're going to be using a standard straight stitch, we're going to leave this right at 0, which keeps our needle in the center. And again, this is our needle position dial. If you needed to quickly jump from left, right to center, you could use that, but our needle is going to be center today. And our tension dial, which we're just going to keep standard, right at 4. Now, this is our length selection. We're going to keep this right around 2 or 3, 2.5 today. So with sewing, depending on the material, if you're using really thick materials, you might need to adjust your length. But for today's project, this is a good setting here. And this is our stitch selection dial. We're going to be just using a standard straight stitch. And if you might notice, there's different colors. If you look at your neighbor's machine, some of the machines vary in how many stitches. The blue and the red represent stretch stitches, which is a great add-on for these machines. Now, in the back of your machine, I want you to find, this is one of the most important parts of class that I might call out, is your presser foot lifter. It's this little white lever at the back of your machine. So I'm going to use a lot of car driving references today. So I like to call your presser foot lifter your seat belt. So what's the first thing you do when you get in your car before you drive anywhere? You put your seat belt on. So same thing with sewing. You want to make sure before you press that foot pedal or your gas pedal, as I like to call it, you want to make sure your presser foot is down. It creates that pressure on your material to allow you to sew. If you forget to put your seat belt down, which a lot of people, it's pretty easy to forget, you're going to get a bird's nest. Your thread's going to get all bunched up. So just make sure belt on. Now underneath your presser foot are your feed dogs, these little metal groove things here. And that's what's going to guide your material. It's going to pull on your fabric. You don't need to tug or pull your material. Those feed dogs are going to guide it for you. And it lives here in the bobbin, which is our smaller spool thread. It's already wound and inserted. So at all times, you'll notice you have a thread from your bobbin and a thread through your needle. If you notice one is missing, one of them probably came undone. And that's when you're going to want to raise your hand and someone can come around and help you. We also have our accessory tray, which slides off. Later in the class today, we will slide that off, but for now, you can leave it on. It also has this nice little accessory drawer here, which all of your accessories are out. So at your table, there's some scissors, which everyone can share, as well as a little seam ripper if you make a mistake and you need to open up a seam. And I want to mention also on the side of your machine, there's this handy little razor blade. So if you want to quickly snip your thread when you pull it away, you can use that as well. All right, you guys ready to sew? We're going to do some practice first. I'm going to show you a little demo and then I'll give you the go ahead. So in your little, you guys can take out your kits. In your kit is everything you need to make these bags. You're going to have some denim for your outside fabric, some checker fabric for your lining, and there's different colors. So if you hate your color and you want to trade with your neighbor, go ahead and do that now. As well as this practice sheet, which has some shapes on it. And yes, you can sew through paper. So today we're going to be sewing a couple shapes just to get familiar. And first, I'm going to do a little demo here to show you. So first thing you're going to want to do is take your material and slide it all the way under your presser foot. You want to make sure when you start sewing, you have it all the way under the presser foot so those feed dogs can grab it. Don't start with it all the way up here or above the presser foot. You want to have it all the way under. And actually, one part of the machine I just forgot to mention was your back stitch lever here. So in sewing, whenever you start and end a seam, you do a back stitch to create a lock so it doesn't kind of open up. So to do that with this machine where there's this little U-turn lever, you're going to hold it down, press your foot pedal at the same time, and it goes backwards a little bit to create that lock. So I'm going to show you really quick. So say I'm starting here. What's the first thing we do? Seatbelt on. I'm going to go forward just a little bit, and then I'm going to hold this down. Don't start yet. I'm gonna hold this down, press my foot pedal at the same time to do that quick back stitch, and then I'm good to go the rest of the way. And then you wouldn't do your back stitch again till where you started. So say you want to change direction. I'm going to get to this corner here. I'm going to stop and I'm going to lower my needle in the material, raise up my presser foot, and then you can turn any direction you want to keep going around this square. So I'm going to kind of, not really going down the line right here, but then I'm going to go around. Every time I get to a corner, I'm going to pivot, keep going. And I'm going to show you really quick how to remove your material. And this is important. I want you to listen. I hear some machines going. I'm going to raise up my seatbelt. A lot of times people get to this point and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. So first thing you do, check your needle. If it's down, you raise it up on the side. And whenever you remove your material, make sure this little, this little lever here, the thread uptick lever, is in raised position, and then pull your material away. If it's down, your fabric might feel snagged. So make sure this is up